Hey, everybody, welcome to Just a Point of View. I am so glad that you have come to hang out with me tonight as I am exploring chasing happiness fiercely in business. And it's the power of service first thinking that I wanted to explore tonight. I'm having to record a little differently. So I'm hoping that this turns out. I got my fingers crossed. Here we go. So it's definitely been on my heart to talk about this and what it means to chase happiness fiercely, especially in light of business, as most of us are all working age adults that come and hang out here on Just a Point of View. Now, there's a lot of talk out here about self-care, boundaries, personal peace, work-life balance, all that kind of craziness. And I am all about that. But today, I wanted to zoom out a little bit because happiness doesn't stop at the edge of your yoga mat or just because you close your journal. I'm just saying that you have to be in constant pursuit of it because life doesn't always bring you the happiest moments all the time. So here we go. It's really, happiness is about how we serve the people around us and how we show up for others and how basically we build the spaces and systems around us to cultivate happiness in our lives. So here we go, kids. This episode is for every business owner, team leader, and dream builder out there who's ever wondered, can I lead with heart and still succeed? And I can tell you from my own personal experience that although I've had an occasional bad apple, my pursuit of chasing happiness fiercely has turned out to be a wonderful expedition. And I've been digging into some powerful insights from actually the leader, Disney, just saying, and the Disney philosophy, especially from the books like Be Our Guest and The Experience. And I've realized something, that happiness isn't just a side effect of good business. It can be the mood itself that you create and cultivate in your own business. And if it's not your business, in your work life. So today I want to share some things that I've learned, and I'll talk a little bit about my own journey with the Concierge Office Suites and why I believe more businesses need to build with joy at the center of them. Just saying. So let's get into it. What does it really mean to chase happiness fiercely in business? Well, that is something that I have been exploring over all the episodes of my podcast as we're in season 2 now. So for me, it's not about creating some perfect brand image or chasing a dollar with a smile on your face. It's about choosing joy as a daily intentional practice, even when it's hard, and especially when it's hard. Life isn't always easy, and it's how you choose to serve. It's how we want to treat people who walk through our doors and into our inboxes. So how we build workplaces that honor people, not just the profit. Just saying. When I bought what became the Concierge Office Suites back in 2006, I wasn't just buying square footage. It was stepping into a legacy, and one that started with the idea of the concierge being the focus, the keeper of the keys, the door opener for possibilities and opportunities. And I have kept that as part of our mantra with our team, with our service concepts, with how we support our clients. Our original name for the company that started in 1995 was the Concierge Level, and I came to work here in 1999. And it came from a vision of helping businesses in personal ways, in a proactive way for our clients, like the best hotel concierge you've ever had. Not just let me answer your question, but how can I help you find an even better answer? And that's what we have built our business model on. And the mindset has stuck with me, and it still guides me through everything that we do today. And it's why we don't just rent offices. We create spaces where people feel supported, seen, and taken care of. And I don't know how many property owners, managers, building facilities and commercial real estate actually take on that mindset, because chasing happiness fiercely in business means that you refuse to see people as transactions, that you put meaning behind the service you provide, and you build something that feeds your spirit while serving someone else's success. And I think it is definitely a testimonial from many of our clients that stay with us for years. In fact, we've had several clients that have been with us for over 20 years. And our average, I think our average right now is 6 years as a client. Remember, that's the average. That's not the longest client we've had do business with us or the shortest term client that's done business with us. So let me say something that might sound a little bold. I think more businesses need to stop chasing efficiency first and start chasing empathy first. Because when we lead with service, and I mean genuine service, everything else gets better as a result of it, because you're serving your guests, you're serving your clients, you're serving your team, and the more you encourage that service, the better your business is going to become, within parameters. Of course, you got to put on some bumper guards. The Disney Institute talks a lot about this idea of creating moments of magic. And we intend to totally do that, and not just customer service checklists, but meaningful, intentional experiences that make people feel valued. And here's what I took from those concepts from Disney is great service doesn't just fix a problem, it sees a person and that person's needs. At the Concierge Office Suites, we built our entire model around that principle. We anticipate and we personalize and we show up for our clients. I can't wait to share an announcement going into the future, as one of our clients is building out an additional personal business of her own. And it's going to be such an exciting thing as she opens her doors the weekend of the 4th of July. So more news coming. So whether it's remembering how a client likes their coffee, or welcoming guests like our own into the lobby, or just offering a listening ear on a hard day around our water cooler, it's not hard to do. It just takes intention to be able to provide that level of service. And here's what's wild is that intention could become your advantage if you decide to accept the challenge. We've had clients stay with us, like I said, for 20 years, and that kind of loyalty, you can't buy that with ads. You earn it one moment at a caring time. It's just been a joy to be able to do that for our clients. So I just have to share this with you. When you build your business on a service first mindset, you don't just see better numbers, you see deeper relationships, you see trust, you see peace in the daily transactions. You definitely experience the joy for your client, for your team, and for yourself. And like I said earlier, we've had clients with us for over 20 years, and it didn't happen because we had the most square footage or the fanciest up-to-date furniture. It happened because we followed through, that we remembered birthdays, that we noticed when someone needed space to think, or a door held open with an armload full of packages, or an elevator button pushed because you were trying to get out with whatever was delivered here at the Concierge Office Suites as a virtual office. It's the small stuff. It's the human stuff. It's the happiness stuff. And I believe that's why the Concierge Office Suites has stood the test of time. And we didn't just sell the office space, we nurtured relationships all these years. And when you serve fiercely with happiness and your business becomes more than a brand, it becomes a place people want to be, a place that they trust, and a place that feels good. And why I would love to quote one of our clients, Jerry Woodruff. She said, "There have been rumors that Denise walks on water." So you'll have to just come and see for yourself. So here we go. And you know what? That starts with how it feels for you. And if your business doesn't bring you joy, if it's hard to share joy through it, maybe this is your sign that you need to look at your systems, your services, your spaces, and ask, is this built for transaction or transformation? And that's a real question in today's world. So here's my invitation to you to take a moment this week and maybe even later today and ask yourself, am I building something that brings me joy? Now just sit with that for 1 minute and break out a piece of paper and a pen and write about, are you building something with joy? Am I creating happiness for the people I serve? You don't have to be Disney. You don't have to need $1 million brand or a 50-page training manual or even a longer one. You just need heart and the courage to lead with it fiercely, because at the end of the day, service is joy in action. And when you build businesses that care, that really care, we create more than profit. We create all those things like peace, purpose, and places that people want to come back to. So thank you for spending this short coffee break with me. And if you want to see what it looks like in real life, come check out what we're doing here at the Concierge Office Suites. And I'm proud of what we've built. And I believe this kind of business is possible for you too. So until next time, thanks for hanging out with me for just a point of view as we chase happiness fiercely. And I hope you'll come along for the ride and the experience. So you can buy me a cup of coffee in the comments, or maybe leave a comment on SpeakPipe where your comments could be shared on future episodes of Just a Point of View. So have a great day. Talk to you later. Bye.